Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Dan Vega.
And I'm Angel Pomales, so welcome to the Spanglish Business Show.
The Spanglish Business Show. Dude, I got to tell you, I've missed you. We haven't been together for a couple of weeks. How have you been?
I know, man. I've been great, man. I've been missing you. You've been going.
A lot of people write into the show and they say, off camera, how much time do you guys get? Do you guys hang out? But we've both been so busy recently.
Very busy.
I feel like I never even see you until we kind of come together and do this.
I know, man. Man, we've been missing you. So, so tell us where you been, man. Because I know you got a few stories to tell.
I've been, actually. So, as you know, I went out to Southern California.
Oh, wow.
And we actually also own a book publishing company. So one of our authors is kind of a celebrity DJ, near, or VJ, I guess the word is, near like a Howard Stern type.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So his name's Richard Blade. And if anybody is a follower of new wave music, alternative music, Richard Blade is basically the guy on Sirius and back in the day, K-Rock. So it was a good time. We hung out at his house. We ordered some Thai food, got to know him a little bit. And then from there, we dipped over to Baja, went down to Mexico, and I took my assistant with me, Bobby. And Bobby is, he's never been out of the country. And I told him, I said, look, we're going to go to Rosarito Beach in Mexico, but we have to, you've been there, right?
Oh, I've been there many times.
We have to get through Tijuana.
Oh, yes.
That's not a place you want to go. No. And I said, let's just get around Tijuana and go straight to Rosarito. So we took a wrong turn, and all of a sudden, things get really hairy. And I'm like, what in the world? Is the door locked? And we actually took an intern with us, too. We didn't really know very well. He was a new intern. I said, let's take him and give him this cool experience.
My goodness.
So we're all sitting there in the car, and what happened was, like, here's Tijuana. We drove straight through the center of Tijuana. And it was a very crazy experience. But once we got past it, we got down to Rosarito. Amazing stay at the Rosarito Hotel. Amazing food. I mean, you know Baja is like the best food on the planet. And we went down to Ensenada and did some shopping. And good times. I'm sure that brings back memories for you.
Oh, absolutely, man. I love when I was stationed in San Diego. We used to go there all the time. But back in the days, TJ was a lot mellow than, you
went shopping in
now.
TJ.
Oh, yeah. You could go shopping in TJ. Everything was cheap. I mean, now we love it. Yeah. Now you got to be careful. You have to be careful. Hey, I'm Spanish. We have to be careful. Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, it was a good time. And then
good deal.
And so my wife has been planning this trip with her father. I guess our family has been planning this trip for about a year to go to California, hang out with all the family, and then they wanted to do like a all the way up the northern coast type 2-week thing. So as we got closer and closer, she says, babe, me and my dad decided that we're going to drive from Florida to California. Do you want to drive with us? And I felt bad, but I'm like, oh, babe, I think I'm going to meet you there.
That's a good drive.
So I went down 4 days early to have dinner with Richard and take care of a little bit of business. And then we had time to kill. So we went down to Baja, did our thing, and then she drove in. And then our trips only overlapped. We planned it wrong, and our trips only overlapped about a day and a half that I saw her. And then I flew back home, and then she went up to Cisco. And
oh, my God.
We never really even saw each other.
Couldn't even say, hey, babe.
I'm sure she wasn't complaining a little time away from me.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Wasn't a bad deal.
Well, I've been around here, man, and I've been doing my thing. I like food. I'm always talking about food in the show. But I went to this place.
I don't know how you're not like 400 pounds because that's all you talk about is food.
I'm gonna tell myself every morning I go walk around or run around or something. I do a little bit of weight.
You got the good metabolism.
Oh, I got a really good metabolism. If I want to lose weight, I can lose it quick, which is pretty cool. But I went to this place, man. It's called Pounders Hawaiian Grill.
Pounders
Hawaiian Grill. Like pounders, pounders. And I order,
this
the
is
food.
Where is this at? Near the studio?
It's far from the studio.
Like what? An hour from the studio?
It's about an hour. Okay, about an hour.
Not terrible.
Oh yeah, it's not bad. Okay. And I went there because a friend of mine told me about it, and I'm there. I ordered me some kalua pig. That's a Hawaiian thing.
Carnitas.
Kind of carnitas, but
pineapple.
It's kalua pig. It has also teriyaki chicken and a macaroni salad, which is awesome.
Okay.
And I also order a lemonade right? So here I am. I waiting for my food. It got there like in 30 seconds. And I'm eating this food, and all of a sudden I'm thinking, because I used to live in Hawaii, right? And I'm thinking, man, I was thinking like I was surfing, I was in Waikiki.
Flashbacks.
Yeah, I would start getting flashbacks. I was hanging out with my friends. And next thing I know, I'm like, I got a drink. Man, the food was so good.
I thought you were like tripping on LSD. Like they laced the pig with something.
I know. I was like, where am I at, man? But no, the food was just so good.
Phenomenal.
So delicious. The drink was, the lemonade was amazing. But Pounders Hawaiian Grill, I tell you what, it's the best.
So you're going to take me there.
Well, I'm going to take you there, man, and you're going to love it.
Hey, absolutely. I like new experiences, and Hawaiian food isn't something that you generally see on every corner.
No, you don't.
And so yeah, I want to find out for myself.
We're gonna go, man. We're gonna go have a good time.
Or you can bring in some of this. What did you call it? A Kalua pig.
Kalua pig, yeah.
To the studio, man. I'm not gonna be opposed. And if I don't like it, I'm gonna bust out some tortillas and make little.
There you go. You can do that.
Tacos.
And you can do that too, man. That'd be awesome. And then put some macaroni on the top.
Nice.
And then some sauce. You gotta have some soju sauce, Hawaiian aloha sauce.
Okay, man, it's a deal.
All right. So
what else has been happening?
Well, there's a lot of things been going on, man. Especially in the news. Do you hear about the new Apple glasses?
Let's say no.
Yeah, well, they say, that by 2020, that's what I heard in the news, Apple is supposed to have some new Apple glasses. They got the Apple Watch, Apple phones, you get iPads, right. And all those things. But
you're talking to I'm not an Apple guy, so.
Well, I was thinking about writing them a letter, and I let them know, hey, this is I'm going to show you a sample of the glasses that I would like to have. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go on vacation. So give me 1 second here. And let's see what they look like. So,
Dude, those ain't Apple glasses.
Yeah, man, some Apple glasses.
Snapple glasses.
It's no Snapple, man, but I would like something like this, man. They are yellow. You can get the sun.
Saying, take these glasses and put some technology into them.
Yeah, man, you can put
I don't think
things.
Apple's going to be on board with that. Steve Jobs would be rolling over in his grave.
Look at the lens, bro. Look at the lens.
No,
that's a big lens.
It's not going to happen, my man.
You get a lot of good. You can get HD on them.
So what's the purpose
4K.
of the Apple glasses?
You're supposed to see like the internet through the glasses. You can look at your buddies, Facebook, everything, and instead of looking at your phone, like here's the phone. The glasses are right there. So
that's just what I need. I'm trying to relax. I'm at the beach with my sunglasses on.
So you've been looking like
this.
My
freaking emails are coming in, and I'm working. I don't want that, man. I want to disconnect from technology. I don't need to be more plugged in than I am already.
But I like this, man. It's pretty cool, man.
Okay.
All right. Well, listen up for the glasses for now. All right.
Dude, I don't know about you, man.
Yeah.
But hey, if Apple's willing to do it for you.
Yeah. So tell us about what are you doing, man?
I'm drinking water.
Where are you drinking water, man? I got something way better than that.
No, I came in with a little bit of a headache. And,
a little bit of headache?
I'm nursing it. Not I'm not hungover. I'm just saying that I had a little bit of headache.
Well, give me 1 second, man. I'm going to hook you up,
Don't get me drinking, man.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on.
I swear. This guy is killing my liver.
I never get you drinking, man, in this show. I never do that.
All right, bring it.
There you go, my brother.
Now I'm ready to start a show.
Absolutely. Here we are.
Orange.
We're ready.
Punch?
Oh, man, it's a mangarita.
A mangarita.
A mangarita, yeah. Take a sip, man.
All right, now I'm ready to start the show.
Dude, this is the best thing ever. Hold on. We can't start yet.
Well, look, I'm excited about our guest tonight.
Ooh, who's our guest?
I have no idea. I do have an idea. Well, we've had this conversation many, many times about how sales is the lifeblood of every company. And without sales, you hear a lot of people say, sales is just not for me, and I want to do anything but not sales. Mm-hmm. And that is weak thinking, man. You have to embrace sales for what it is. You have to learn how to have those skill sets.
Oh, absolutely.
Because the guy that knows how to bring in the money and bring in the revenue and be a closer, he's the person that has security. People don't get rid of the guy that's bringing in the rev, right?
Absolutely.
And so it's kind of a funny story because I was actually doing some searching on the internet about sales gurus, and I have a lot of friends that are really sales gurus, and of course we grew up reading Tom Hopkins and the new guys on the block like Grant Cardone, and I'm looking at these great sales professionals, and I run across a name I kind of struck me weird as the sales professionals, Ray Islas. And of course, I knew right away it's a Latino name, but I thought, I know that name. And turns out, man, we went to high school together nearly 30 years ago. Awesome. And now this guy's like the sales guru. So I said, I have to reach out to this guy.
Yeah.
And when I was in LA last week, we connected for dinner, and this guy really is a bulldog, man. He goes in there, gets it done.
Yep.
And I thought, not only being a Latino that has kind of changed his stripes, so to speak, and his future for his family, but a guy that has really acclimated to the times and learned what it takes to be successful.
It's pretty good, man.
And I think he's going to be a great guest for us tonight.
I'm excited to hear about him, man.
A lot of trips and tips that we can do
that's
to be
good.
effective. So
that's awesome. I'm excited, man.
Dial him up, man.
All right, let's see. Let's see what we can find
him. You got the number?
I got the number.
It's long distance, man. You're gonna have to
long distance.
No, it's. Is there even long distance anymore, or does it matter?
I had no idea. Is it? Is it long distance? Oh, by the way, I'm gonna tell our audience if they have any good recipes for tequila drinks. We always got a different drink every show. Let us know.
I may enroll you in a program, Angel. I'm worried about you.
Which?
You're always drinking every time I see you.
Hey, man, you gotta have some fun in your life.
Let's see if we can get Ray on the phone. He's gonna give us some insight.
All right, let's see. Oh, well, the phone is ringing for sure.
Is it all the way up? All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah. All the way up.
This is Ray.
Ray, Dan Vega here with Angel Pomales. How are you, my friend?
Good. How you doing, Dan?
Man, I'm doing fantastic. I'm sitting here with Angel Pomales.
What's up, Ray?
Spanglish Business Show.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Ray, man. Man, we're excited to talk to you today.
Listen,
awesome. I'm excited to talk to you guys too.
I'm literally on camera right now, Ray, drinking a mango margarita that Angel just poured me. And I told him, a true Latino, this may be sacrilegious. I'm not even sure if you can have a mango margarita. What's your take on that?
No.
I mean, you got to have the standard margarita with... something is very wrong with this, but I got to say it's pretty good.
I'll tell you what.
I wish I was there. I mean, as wrong as it sounds, I wish I was having a mango margarita with you guys.
Hey, look, Ray, when I was in LA last week, you had enough, man. Just kidding.
I might have had a little bit too much, but, we were having fun.
So, look, I was telling our viewers a little story that we were wanting to have a sales professional on the show because I have this conversation all the time with entrepreneurs that, people will say, I want to build a business or I want to start a company and I really want to find this or that, but I don't want to do the sales part. That's the part that I don't like, or that's the part that's not for me. And I think that's such a weak answer because sales is the lifeblood of every company. And without sales, man, you don't have any revenue and really any security, right? The person that brings in the paychecks has security. And I was doing go ahead.
I think in all aspects of life, we become salesmen, trying to convince people to do things that we want them to do. It's just trying to learn how to elevate your sales to maximize your profits and really, get to those goals that you want to accomplish. So I remember an old boss of mine told me, he says, I set my goals first, then the money comes.
Right.
And I remember when I was younger, I was trying to tell my mom I'm trying to get a house in Laverne. We're always trying to sell.
Yeah, that's right.
It's very important to do that.
My kid, I have a 9-year-old right now, and he is the best salesman ever. He's always like, hey, Dad, I have an idea, and I know there's a pitch coming. But you're right. It's something that's necessary that we develop early. So listen, we've talked about having like a sales professional on and a real sales guru on for a long time. And of course, being in the seminar business and being what I do, I know a lot of those players, right? And I kind of grew up reading and building relationships with people like Tom Hopkins and Brian Tracy and some of the new guys on the block like Grant Cardone. And I was telling our viewers, I was doing some searching on the internet and I ran across this name, Ray Islas, as a sales professional. Mm-hmm. And when I first saw the name, I thought, okay, that guy's obviously Latino, but wait a minute, I recognize that name. And I wound up reaching out to him, and coincidentally, we wound up going to high school together. What was that? Nearly 30 years ago.
Wow.
And he has an identical twin brother. Is that right, Ray?
That's correct.
You and Robert.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he's also in sales. And these guys, we went to high school. Not only did I know these guys, I mean, we hung out, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think if it weren't for you, seriously, I think our lives totally changed when you went to high school. When we met you in high school, because when
in a bad way.
We didn't know anybody there. And, we used to wait in class. We used to wait in front of our class before we go into any of our classes during recess and lunch, because we didn't know anybody. We were just, a couple of losers. And then when we met you, it was like everything changed. Like we felt like you were a connected guy. So it was fun hanging out with you. It was fun going to the snow, and it was, you introduced me to Carlos and Javier and all these great people.
Oh my God!
And a lot of stuff still stuck with me. I never listened to the Smiths until I started talking to you.
Nice.
That's good. So
yeah,
you guys got some
let's stop there, Ray. I don't want you to get into any of the stories of the old days with the old crew. No, that's good, man. That's enough. That is enough. But we hung out a lot. Mm-hmm. And, needless to say, Ray, we both kind of came from, correct me if I'm wrong, we both kind of came from a neighborhood of pretty simple means. In our neighborhood, I know your parents have been together for many years, but most families had broken families. Most of us grew up in an atmosphere that, it wasn't which bill are we going to pay or pay the bills. It was which one are we going to pay, which one are we going to push off. And it was really, even though we had great parents that really cared, we were in this neighborhood that was kind of a survival, make ends meet kind of a situation where we're looking at survival. Am I right?
Yes, you're very right. I mean, I grew up. My dad was a gardener, and he was the best salesman I've ever known. Mm-hmm. And he always told me, customer always comes first. And he had his little routes on Saturday, and he had to sell, to get these routes, to get more clients, to keep the routes going, and to make more money. Because he worked for a landscape company for many, many years. In fact, I think he was there 45 years.
Wow.
And the best salesman I've ever known was my father, because my father showed me how to he got me my own route. He's like, I'm going to give you 7 houses to maintain. You got to come once a month and maintain these houses in a mobile home park. And from there, I grew into 40 homes using his technique, and just really being, being people-minded and being a people-friendly person. And
sure.
you got to take the good with the bad and just take lemons and turn them into lemonade, is what I've always been told in the sales world. And that's what my dad did. No matter what the customer said, they were always right.
Yeah, that's
right. I never forgot that.
Yeah, and also, was that kind of your first introduction to sales, the route? He kind of turned you on to that?
Yeah, because I think at 19 years old, I was already making $1,000 on a Saturday. At 19, and I remember my dad told me one day, I said, the Chevy trucks that came out, they were kind of new aerodynamic. They used to be really boxy, and then they came out real aerodynamically round. And I've always wanted that truck. I had my dream set on it. And I started making all this money, and I told my dad, I said, Dad, I want to buy a truck like that. He goes, you can't do that. I said, what do you mean I can't do that? He goes, you're 19 years old. You know how many people hate you? I said, why would they hate me? He goes, because you have a nice truck and they're envious of you. I said, so what? He goes, businessmen do that. Businessmen who are accomplished. And he goes, I'll tell you what. Give me a few months. Let me think about it. Maybe I'll help you co-sign for your truck. I didn't have any credit because I was younger. 5 months later, I had $5,000, and I gave it to him, and I said, I want my truck. He's like, okay, let's go.
Nice.
And I was really motivated to accomplish that goal. That was like one of my goals. And I figured that I had to make so much money to get there. And that goes, that coincides with that process where I tell you, if you have your goal set, you're going to get there. You just got to work hard to do it.
That's right.
And nothing in life ever came easy. I mean, it took a lot of hard work.
Yeah, there's no shortcut or magic pill or anything like that. And I
had it where my dad was actually working on my jobs. I hired him to take out some trees and stuff. He's like, I can't believe this. You've gotten so good at this that you actually contacted me to take out those trees.
Nice.
I said, yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Well, I like it that, sales, and I always say the sales professional, because I think that sales, it's not a risky thing. It's you get paid what your value is, right? And I think that in sales, it's one of the true places where you can actually kind of write your own paycheck. You know, if you're a producer, you can make insane, incredible, above average money. And if you are a slacker and you don't go to work, then you're going to probably hurt and starve. But it's one of those things that I think that the professional salesman, the person that really embraces it for what it is and learns the technique of sales, which anybody can learn, I think that it's the highest paid profession out there. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I totally agree 110%. And the reason being is, since I'm a self-employed person as a sales professional, you know, one thing is being professional. I don't like to call myself a salesperson. I like to call myself a consultant.
Yeah, that's right.
And there's a big difference between that, because I think it was when people hear salespeople, they think of car salesmen and insurance salesmen, and you know, I've been in all those industries. But the most successful would have to be as a consultant. You want to give off that. You want to intrigue people with your title.
Yeah,
and I took a lot of failure to get there. It really did. I mean, there was times when I didn't know where I was going to get money, and I looked by myself, and I didn't want to borrow any money from my parents. They're retired, and you know what I had to do is I wrote down my goals, and I said, you know, I'm going to do this. I don't have any money. I don't know where it's going to come from, but if you just take your mind off worrying if money's going to come in and really apply it to being busy. Even though you're getting turned down, even though you keep getting shut down, eventually it's going to pay off. And right now it's paying off more than ever, because what I did is I changed my mindset and really focused on going after that work, going after those people that, who cares if they told me no?
Yeah, that's right.
And I've been in sales environments where people have a sense of entitlement. Oh, leads are coming in, they pay me back, you know, I got a salary and I got all this. I can't do that no more. Even if I worked for, you know, a company that was paying me $85,000 to $100,000 a year base salary, and then I make commission. I don't like doing that, because I feel like I have, you know, they have a sense of entitlement towards me. I'd rather have a sense of entitlement towards myself as an entrepreneur.
That's right. Yeah, I always say that in the relationship between an employee and an employer, one of them is always being exploited, right? Because either the employer doesn't really recognize the value of his employee and doesn't compensate him for what truly the employee is worth, or the employer is, you know, being taken advantage of, and the employee is kind of having a ride and just kind of milking it and doing the minimum. But it's usually not a fair exchange. One of them is getting the better deal. And when you're employed for yourself and you're out there and it's based on numbers and based on volume, you can really go as high as you want to go. But what's really necessary is self-education. You have to constantly fuel yourself and read and connect with others and kind of stay up on what's happening to keep your finger on the pulse. How have you done that, Ray?
Well, that's a great question, and I actually had to do that, especially when I was down and I was waiting for these to get paid on these jobs. And I didn't see any money coming in. You know, sometimes we cloud our minds with like, oh wow, I got to pay this bill and I got to pay that bill. What I strongly suggest the thing that really helped me out is I would go to the library and read books on self-motivational books like Dale Carnegie and Napoleon Hill. I mean, and they're very inspirational. I noticed that once I started reading those books, and then I started measuring my sales ability in the house when I was doing a consultation, and I faced so many clients in my life, and I faced so many no's, and you know, you kind of get upset and kind of pissed off about that, you know.
Yeah.
But then that works against you. So if you would take away that negativity that you have and replace it with, okay, I'm going to work that customer, I'm not going to let them go, but I'm not going to be pushy about it. I'm going to be professional about it, and kind of take it away, take the sale away, has worked for me a lot better than someone telling me no and then just walking away and let that customer go. There's money there. You just gotta, I remember at a job I was at, you just got to shake the tree. There's low-hanging fruit everywhere. It's all in the way you perceive it.
Yeah.
You know, it's all in the way you come after it. I mean, and me, now my phone is ringing off the hook because I got people who want to recruit me. I got people who want to, you know, they want my services. They want to move forward with the things I sell.
Right.
And I created that. And why? Because I read these books. I wrote down my goals, There's simple things. You don't have, it doesn't have to be something so elaborate. It's just the way, it's how you focus on your goals and how you're going to get them done. What are you going to do to get there? First of all, it's attitude. Because attitude makes anyone successful. And if you have you can have all the smarts in the world, but if you don't have, and you can be a great salesman, but if you don't have the attitude, that you might as well take that great salesman away.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. You know.
Yeah, what did Zig Ziglar say? I think Zig Ziglar used to say, motivation is not the solution for everything, but he says, I kind of just rate it up there with oxygen, and or bathing. He said, I recommend it daily. Because as you know, as a salesman, we do deal with so much rejection and so many no's. And I always talk to people, I say, part of the key of being a successful entrepreneur, a large part of it is figuring out a way to eventually become comfortable, right, with discomfort.
Absolutely.
Because when you're building a business, and especially in the sales gamut, there's a lot of discomfort. When you ask for the order and lay that pen in front of them, it's nerve-wracking, man, right? But we have to become comfortable with discomfort if you really want to be, find success as an entrepreneur or professional salesman.
Well, I've always, my motto is, and I think, if I could patent it, I would, or trademark it.
Yeah.
My motto has always been, fear is the root of all failure. Fear is the root of all failure in your life. Mm-hmm. You gotta take life head on and take that challenge, and I did. And I remember when I got laid off from my last job, I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know if I wanted to be in the corporate world anymore.
Yeah, sure.
I really wanted to work for myself because I love riding my bike. I love having my own schedule. I love going to the beach when I want to. I love, doing all these great things and having money to do it. And people tell me, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of what you do. You have your own schedule. You make good money. I said, yeah, but you know what it took to get here?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. People told me, no, you go get a job. I was buying, these shirts and dressing up nice to go to these interviews, and there's like 85 guys wanting that same job. And I was like, you know what? I'm better than that.
Yeah.
I think what's important is you got to measure yourself, measure your importance.
Yeah.
And I feel like I kind of said, screw them. I don't need them. I'm just going to go work for myself. And mind you, I didn't have any money coming from anywhere.
Yeah, you got a good point there.
And my ambition that took me to where I'm at today.
Yeah, I always tell a lot of people, hey, Angel, I got this interview, but I don't know if I'm going to make it. I said, man, you are going to make it. If you put in your mind that you're going to make it, trust me, you're going to make it.
Yeah.
That's all you need to.
And if you don't believe you're not going to make it, why should anybody else, man? It starts with you.
Yeah, it starts with you, man. Get a positive attitude, get off your butt, and just do it, man. Just do it.
Absolutely. And one thing I did, when I play racquetball, I play a lot of racquetball, and I'm playing against, these guys are animals. And I don't think of myself as that good of a player, but I know how to play. And my friend told me one day he read a lot of the Zig Ziglar books and Dale Carnegie books, and he went to a lot of these motivational events. And he said, if you're going to walk into this court and assume you're going to lose or think you're going to lose, you will lose, no matter if you're a lot better than that person.
Yeah.
But if you come in here with the attitude that you're going to win and accept it, you're going to win. There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to think of myself as someone, and I taught a lot of people in the last company I was at how to change their attitude, how to you don't want to be this newspaper salesman. You don't want that. You don't want to give up that vibe, especially when you're in retail and and you're inside these stores and you're trying to get their business.
Sure.
It's all in the way you carry yourself, and people smell it a mile away. They can see it. The frustration. And we all get frustrated. I mean, I can't say that I haven't gotten frustrated, but you know what? The best way to overcome frustration is, hey, I'm much better than that. I add value to this company. I add value. I want to add value for myself now.
Sure.
That's the way we should look at life.
Yeah. Well, Ray, listen, I completely agree, and we want to take a short break, but when we come back, I want to talk to you a little bit more about what you're doing now, and particularly, I know you're pretty involved with also helping spread the word when it comes to the Latino market. So let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Ray Islas. All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm here with my main man, Angel Pomales, and sales professional entrepreneur, Ray Islas. Ray, we've been talking about, I want to make a point real quick. You were mentioning about going out and playing racquetball, and your friend said, you know, if you come out to the court and think you're going to lose, you're going to lose, right? You have to kind of come into that court knowing that you're going to have a victory. And I really think that's appropriate when it comes to sales calls. And tell me what your viewpoint is on this, but I believe that the mass majority of people out there that are going on sales calls, whether they want to admit it or not, in their mind, they don't feel like they're going to have success on the call. I've heard it a million times in my own organizations where they say, hey, I'm going out on this lead. I'm probably not going to sell this one, but the guy's really connected and he's got great leads. I mean, I think that most people are expecting not to sell, and then they're pleasantly surprised when they do sell. And I think that we need to have the exact opposite attitude. You know, when I'm going on a sales call, I got the CD playing in my car, I'm getting worked up, I visualize the guy signing the agreement, I'm getting there emotionally, and I know I'm going to sell. And then I'm completely blown away on the few rare occasions that I don't sell. But we have to expect success at every call.
Absolutely. The first thing I do before I drive there, I put some music. I don't care if I play the song that I've loved 10 million times. I'll keep replaying it and keep replaying it because it makes me feel good.
That's right.
It puts me in a good mood. And another thing that I do is when I get to the home is I show the client where our product is going. I make them visualize when I'm there. So, in a way, subconsciously, they're already accepting what I'm going to sell them. Yeah. You know, they're already accepting that because they're already visualizing what I'm going to sell to them. And then what I do is, you know, when I kind of feel like it's before I even do the close or anything else, I start talking about something personal that I see in the house. You know, and I know it's kind of a sales cliche, and we all do it, but how personal can you get with them?
Sure.
And I've always took it to another level where I've had people invite me to their weddings, their quinceañeras, all kinds of their parties. I mean, they see me as like, hey, you're the guy. Like, we can trust you. What they got to do is you have to build trust with them.
That's right.
They're not going to buy from someone that's not knowledgeable and can't answer their question. And I'll stay there. And if you're in a hurry and you got to go and you're trying to close that deal, you're not going to close it. And then they say, well, just come back. A lot of times they're just being nice to you. Yeah. And I believe it's because you didn't answer all the questions.
That's right.
Yeah, you got to...
They're trying to answer the questions.
Absolutely. You know, you got to listen to the customer. That's what I would say. Listen to the customer, ask the right questions, and you'll get there. Just be patient. Don't take things in a hurry, like a lot of salesmen do. Oh, I couldn't sell this. I couldn't close this house deal. You know, a lot of real estate people. That's because you didn't listen to the customer. You have to listen to the customer. You have to ask the right questions, you know, and you'll be successful. Trust me, and read lots of books too.
Yeah, and you know, you and Ray are very similar in that, since I know both of you, because Angel's the type of guy, you know, when we first met, he's a self-educator. He always has his nose in the old Dale Carnegie, you know, Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy. He's always reading those books, and he's taking in that daily motivation. But then he's got the guts to go out and apply what he learns. You know, if he reads something about a technique, it's not that we want to become master learners and learn everything. We have to put this stuff into application and be brave enough to overcome our own fear and start using some of these closes, using some of the techniques that we've learned, how to establish value, using some of the things we've learned, how to establish trust. And we're not doing them a disservice if we're behind a product that we really believe in that has integrity.
Well, I think you're doing yourself a disservice, because if you have that knowledge, it's kind of like having a backpack with you, and you have all these tools to fix, you know, to accomplish what you're trying to do, and then you don't use it. It's like, why did you even make the effort to even put them in your bag?
That's right.
You know, why did you even put your laptop in the bag if you're not going to close it? That's the way you should look at it. It's just kind of a weight. You have this knowledge, and mind you, I've seen Brian Tracy in Anaheim in person. I've met him, and there's a lot. And I'm the type of guy that says, oh, you know, you're not going to show me anything I don't know. But you know, that's an arrogant way to look at it. The best way to look at it is, okay, what more can I learn?
Yeah.
Keep our minds open open to the point where like, hey, how much more can we learn?
Yeah.
You know, how much more can we put in? You know, I remember I read a story about Elon Musk, and I used to work for one of his companies. And I read an interesting story that his mom, you know, on his biography, that his mom said that he would read so many books. You can never have that much knowledge. And apparently, he's a very intelligent person, and he is. And he's very smart. And you know, kind of, and if you have that brilliance, that people respect that. If you act like you know what you're saying, and you keep yourself composed, and you try to answer the question as best as you can, and let them speak.
Absolutely.
Then, you know, you're giving them the impression that, hey, this guy really knows what he's talking about. Why would I say yes, even if your price is higher, and you're dealing with your competition?
Yeah.
And that's one thing that we naturally use when we walk into these homes, or we're about to do a sale with a potential customer. We're naturally already discouraged.
That's right.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
There's no real answer for that. It's in our it's human, but we can become better than that. From the minute before we even walk in the door, from the minute before we see that client, it's all attitude. It comes back down to attitude.
Well, and I like the point that you made about staying open to learning, because the day we think we have it all figured out is the day we start going backwards in business. You know, I remember I had the privilege of interviewing Brian Tracy on the show a couple of years back and spending some time with him. And I remember thinking, like, this is a guy that I was a kid growing up reading, saying, one day I'm going to be like this guy. Now we're sitting here talking. And, man, in a 30-minute interview, I learned so much from the guy. And a lot of times I learn people from my own office, even interns, where they have a real different slant or perspective on something. But we have to stay completely open. And like I said, when we think we got it all figured out, that's when things start going wrong for us.
Not only that, we have to eliminate all our, how do we say it? When you're dealing with all types of people, and you got to be really open with that. And one thing, I like to watch this show called Bizarre Foods, and I'm pretty sure people out there have watched it. And if you see, this guy can literally break bread with, like, you know, he can be in Pakistan. He's breaking bread with probably the enemy. And anywhere he goes, people love him. And I like to have that attitude when I go visit anyone, you know, regardless of race or what they are, because you want to be one with them. And especially in the Hispanic community, I learned how to speak a lot better Spanish. You know, I try to train myself in watching, you know, telenovelas and these Spanish soap operas, so I can sharpen my Spanish skills. So when I walk into the home, I'm one of them.
Sure,
that's good. And I think my brother and I, we were the top closers in the entire state of California.
Wow.
Where we used to work at, and I had a 47% closing ratio, and he had a 36. And in our company, out of 3,000 consultants, everybody was like a 10 or 12%. And I remember I didn't even know that, so my RSM called me out, and he said, you know, you do realize you have like a 47% closing ratio. That's like really high, especially.
Oh, sure, of course.
Well, hey, Ray.
Yeah, for sure.
Why not? I mean, leads are given to me. There's no reason why I shouldn't have it. Why isn't it higher?
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
You know, that's the way you should see yourself. Is don't be pleased with that. You should strive for more. Like, why can I be at 100?
That's right. That's right.
Hey, Ray, you seem to be an advocate for Hispanic people, and someone who inspires others.
Absolutely.
Is there any particular problem or limiting belief that you see in the Hispanic community right now?
I just think I love the Hispanic culture. You know, my parents were immigrants when they came down to this country. You know, they came into this country. They bought their home. They became citizens. They've never, you know, I've always been a patron of the Hispanic community. They're such a humble and meek community. I love that. I've actually, you know, the guys that I used to employ when I was younger, these guys didn't know any English. Yeah. And I was helping them out. I'd buy them food. I'd go over to their house during Christmas time and actually was one with them. I didn't have any friends, so I hung out with them. They invited me, and why not? And I became one with them, and I love that. I love that environment, and I love the music. You know, you put some quebraditas on or some salsa, and they love it.
Quebraditas.
You know, and you have fun with it. You know, and they love that. They love that you can adapt to their culture, and they welcome it. You know, especially when they hear me speak English, they think, you know, they thought I was like a gringo.
Right.
Because I speak such good English compared to, and then when they hear me in Spanish, they're like, wow, like, we thought you were a white guy.
hey, when was the first time you noticed you were speaking Spanglish?
Well, it's funny you say that. I was actually at a consultation, and I was trying to say certain things. Like the guy was asking me, he said no to me. He didn't want to move forward with my product that I was trying to sell him. And then I was like, okay, well, this guy was just a huge waste of time. And then he started asking me questions about where I parked my car, and I said, well, I said, lo parqué ahí enfrente de la casa. And he was like, he started laughing, and I said, well, what's so funny? He's like, you don't say parqué. And I said, oh, okay. I go, but my parents are from Mexico. That's the way I learned it. He says, no, you don't say it that way. You say it, I forgot how he said it. But, and then he said, you don't say carro, you say coche. And I was like, okay. And then they would laugh at me because I said that. And I was trying to say certain words in Spanish, and they came out Spanglish, and it was so funny. They were just laughing at me. And they actually ended up buying from me because they were
nice.
Wow. I like that.
They were signing the paperwork like, yeah, we can't. They're like, you're the funniest guy because you try to speak Spanish and you don't really know how to speak it that well. And I was like, kind of like, wait a minute, I thought my Spanish was good.
Yeah.
He was like, parqué el carro afuera. I parked the car afuera de la house. I say carro too. I sometimes. Estacionado. Oh, okay. That's the right Spanish. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I just have a blank look on my face right now, Ray. Sadly, because as you know, I was kicked out of Spanish, and I never went back.
Hey, Ray. We know you talk about your dad being an inspiration, but do you have any other times where you were looking at maybe you were going through rough times, and maybe you had to look at, somebody else or do a research, and you look at somebody that really opened your eyes?
Yeah, as a mentor.
Did that happen to you?
Say.
Like as a mentor, yeah.
Gosh, that's a very good question. I think it would have to be my old boss. He was, I used to work for this insurance company years ago, and he's the one that told me, he always mentored me, and he would tell me, he says, if I were you, every day before you walk into this office, and the leads are given to you. We had these leads that were on a phone system, and they were the auto dialers, and they were just dialing all day. All you had to do is make sure you got someone on the phone, and then you're on the queue, and then once they're on the phone, you pitch them, insurance or whatever your product you're going to sell. He says, if I were you, I would write down my goals every day. I said, why? That doesn't make any sense. Because you're more eligible, it's more likely that you're going to close those deals.
Yeah.
And then what I would do every day, I would email to him, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I said, it didn't make sense to me, but now it does make sense to me because now I'm visualizing what I'm going to do. And he said, it's all mind over matter. I said, really? I said, yeah, one day I had I was like scared that I was going to make my numbers in 1 month. And I was falling behind, and I hadn't sold anything for halfway through the month. And he goes, come into my office, I want to talk. And I thought he was going to fire me. And then he said, you're your own worst enemy. I said, really? Why do you say that? He goes, because you have all this doubt, and you have all this fear. You created it. That's why you're not selling. You need to take that and turn it around and just enjoy life. Even though you don't have one penny right now, enjoy life. First, think of the happiest thing you can think of right now. Okay? And replace that thought with the bad thoughts you had before you came in here. So you're right. Yeah. And it completely changed my sales ability, and I do that every day now. I think even though I don't really talk to him no more, I think he was a great mentor because he always taught me it's mind over matter. And it's true. You can, I love to talk to people and tell them, hey, I can pinpoint exactly where you're going wrong in your sales strategy. I already know. I knew it before you even walked into this room. I already knew. You just walked in with your head hanging low.
Yeah.
What is that? Body language is everything.
Absolutely. Yeah. I read an article in the newspaper not too long ago, and they talk about, it was Sean Puff Daddy,
Did you say Sean Puff Daddy?
Sean Puff Daddy.
Okay.
Or Puff Daddy. Yeah. Puff Daddy. It was the daddy.
I think it's Daddy Combs Puffy.
Oh, there you go. Daddy Combs Puffy. Hey, it must be this orange mango margarita, I guess. It always, half of the show, it always get me.
Angel's officially tanked, but go ahead.
Yeah. Now, the good thing that he said in his article is that, he's a billionaire. We all know he's a billionaire now. Back in the days when he was starring, he had no money to, but he was trying to make it into the music. And when he was in the worst moments of his life, he pictured himself driving a Lamborghini, having a Rolex watch, living the good life. And that's what really got him, like a jump star. And just to say, hey, Daddy, I got to keep going. I got some goals to accomplish. I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to stop. And this is what I got in my mind.
Yeah, and I think that it's so important because, it's hard to find joy and be happy when you're so broke and things are so lean and you're getting crunched by life and deadlines, and it's hard to really find that enjoyment. But it's so necessary because I think that so many people, they live in the future of like, when I get money or when I create wealth or when I pay off my house or when my kids get out of then I'll be happy. Or they live in the past saying, oh man, I used to do this and I wish I would have done something different years ago, or I wish I'd have taken this opportunity. But they're so stuck in the past or the future of when this thing happens, then I'll be successful. We're not present anymore. And to make real money, we have to be present in the moment. And even when we're having tough, difficult times, find those little elements and, joy and visualize success and, get out of the future and start living that moment now, or the future's not going to change.
Mm-hmm. I've always one thing that that boss of mine, he was kind of like my mentor. He taught me you need to live in the now. And when he told me that, I actually quit the job that day.
He didn't think it was going to backfire that way.
Not paying me what I felt I deserved. That's two things that should be important to you. You need to live in the now, and you need to value yourself. What is your worth? I tell my daughter that. She was going to go to become a nurse. She's 21 years old. She didn't know what she wanted. She's still living with her mom and everything. And I don't know what I want. I'm going to go to nursing school. And then a couple months later, what happened? I just wasn't feeling it, Dad. But she became an esthetician. That's what she loves to do, because she loves makeup and she loves cleaning skin and all that. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to discourage you like my dad did when I was younger. Because my dad, honestly, sometimes our parents can discourage us from doing the things that we do. And I got to admit, I think I failed because of it. And because I let it envelop my mind. So I said, you know what? Do it. Be happy with what you're going to do. Move forward with it. If you do it now, if you start now when you're at a young age, you can grow an empire just with what you love to do. Why not? The world is yours. Take it.
That's right. It's like there's a saying that says there's people that make things happen, people that watch things happen, and people that say, man, what just happened?
Yeah, right.
Absolutely. I totally agree. My dad told me one day, before I started becoming successful, he said, I don't know why you just don't get a job. And you know what I told him? I said, why would I get a job so I can be unhappy again?
Yeah.
You want me to come back and borrow money from you guys? I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
He says, what do you want to do? And I said, you know what? I want to make money. I know it's out there. And he was so skeptical of millionaires and people that actually make money. Yeah. And I never believed it. I never stopped believing that there's money out there.
Yep.
And it's out there for the taking.
Yeah.
And one day, the other day, he saw how much, the type of money that I was making, and he's like, wow, I'm very proud of you. He goes, I got to tell you, no matter how many times I told you couldn't do it, you went ahead and did it anyway. I said, why? I don't want to fail. I want to move back in here. Why?
Yeah.
I live by myself. I don't want to. Why would I depend on that? To me, coming back here and asking for money, that's failing.
That's right.
I want to be part of that.
Well, and you mentioned your dad's skepticism, and certainly all of us as entrepreneurs experience that, especially in the beginning. But don't you think it's even more so in the Hispanic community? Because I think a lot of our parents, they think labor. They think manual labor a lot of times because that's the way they were raised. Yeah.
He sold millions of dollars worth of jobs and made $400 a week.
Yeah.
And I said, Dad, do you realize how much you're missing out on? He goes, yeah, but I go, Dad, you can become this big salesman, and he's like, no, I just need a paycheck
security
every week.
Yeah.
I got to support you guys and do stuff like that. And I said, wow, Dad, he sold contracts to jobs for cities, Kaiser Permanente, all these big hospitals. He made this company millions of dollars, not realizing that he had a great talent, and he got all these, got these huge jobs for this landscape company. And he would take his clients. He told his boss, give me the company credit card, and I take these clients out to eat. And as a result of that, more clients. Those clients referred more clients, and those clients referred more clients. But yeah, it's so funny that he did these things, but he's telling me, no, you need to work by the hour. You need to clock in, you need to clock out. That's the way life should be, because you're going to get a guaranteed paycheck. Every time I tell him, hey, Dad, I'm thinking about doing this. Did they pay a salary? Forget the salary. Forget the salary. I remember there's a guy that I play racquetball with. He's probably one of the most successful realtors that I know. This guy was on that show, $1 Million Listing. I won't mention his name. And I said, and he's only like 26 years old, real motivated kid. And then something came up about jobs, and he said, you know what? I never want a job with a salary, ever. And it made me think. And he said this to me about a year ago. And it made me think, I'm like, yeah, you know what? This kid knows he's better than that. As old as I am, I should know I'm better than that.
That's right.
I need to accept that.
Yeah, a lot of our Hispanic community, that's their mentality. But that's what we're here for.
Yeah, that's
to
right.
change that.
Yeah, it's hard, and it's again, our parents. A lot of times they had labor jobs, and of course their parents were getting the janitor and the gardening jobs, and so we grew up watching a survival situation, and that stuff takes sometimes several generations to kind of get out, but. We have a lot of value, and as transparent as the world is, and with technology and the internet, and everybody writing podcasts and books and this and that, we can go get $1 million education for $200-300 of the books.
Absolutely, and I remember education is very important. And if you got your education, that's wonderful. But I think you have to take it to another level. If you want to be the best, you have to strive to be the best. You gotta open your mind to other things that are going to make you the best, like other programs and other types of schooling and making yourself better, reading books. I remember one day my dad thought school was so important because he didn't want me to fail at be suffer like him and make $10 an hour. So I remember one time I got in trouble at school and he had to go to the dean's office. And it was in May and it was probably like 98 degrees outside. So he takes me right out of that meeting. He had to talk to the dean. He drops me off and some lot with a bunch of weeds in it. He goes, here you go. I'm like, what's this? He says, you're going to learn the value of $1 because obviously you don't learn. You don't want to learn the value of an education. So it's either this or you go to school. Nice. And he dropped me off and he left me with some guys that didn't even know how to speak English.
Nice.
And they're like, here's a rig. You're going to read all that up. You're going to pick that up. He just dropped me off out of the blue.
Love it.
And they're like, we're going to take you to the yard, and then when we're done, then your dad will pick you up. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's the worst experience of my life. But it taught me a valuable lesson that he was right. Education is important. The more that, and I remember my uncle told me one day, and I was working at a factory before I got into sales. He says, with that education that you have, and you can speak 2 languages, I'm amazed that you're here making $16 an hour. Why?
That's right. That's right.
Why are you here?
They were like, hey, vato.
Angel looks like a vato right now. He's got the shades on. Ray, listen, we got to take a short break. But I want it when we come back. We're going to get into our lightning round. This is about a 3-minute round where it's called Conexión Rápida. It's going to give our viewers a chance to get to know you personally.
Right this time.
Stick with us. We'll be right back with Ray Islas, everyone.
We'll be right back.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for coming back to us. We're so glad you've stayed with us this long, and Angel is long-winded.
Man, we got the favorite part of the show right now.
You've been a little bit quiet tonight, but I think a lot of it is because you're buzzed. And
you're a little booze, man.
Dude, you're not supposed to be drinking on the air, but thank God it's hopefully late night.
Yeah, but hey, I feel good, man. I feel good.
We've been talking with sales professional and entrepreneur Ray Islas. Ray has been one of those guys that's developed himself over decades to become a true sales professional, a sales guru, and not just one-dimensional. This guy's had success in numerous genres of sales, lots of different types of products and services,
Absolutely.
and even hitting home runs out of the park with one of Elon Musk's companies, and really performs at the top level. So, Ray, we're moving into the lightning round, man. Are you ready?
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
It's called Conexión Rápida. You know what that means?
Okay.
Fast connection.
Okay.
So this is where we take
yeah,
about a few
yeah.
minutes to give our audience kind of an opportunity to connect with you on a more personal level and get to know you a little bit on a personal level. So you ready to rock and roll?
Absolutely.
All right, here we go.
Here we go, man. Okay. If you were not in the business you are in now, what career would you pursue?
I think I would be a homicide investigator. I always watch those first 48 shows. I want to figure out like how this and this happened and what, I want to give, I want to read through the storyline and find out what happened to that person. I always wonder what it would take for a human being to kill another human being. I've always had a fascination with that. I mean, I know it sounds morbid, but then again, I care for the person that got killed. I've always was wondering, like, I want to be out there to help people try to find this person that did that to their loved ones.
So like a CSI and track them down and find clues.
And
Detective.
I want to crack the case. I want to figure out how that happened.
I love it. I love it.
Detective Ray.
All right. And is there a field that you could never see yourself in at all?
That's a very good question. I couldn't see myself being a police officer, even though a lot of people told me that I should. But and I have a great respect for police officers. I have a couple friends that are, several clients that are. I have a wonderful respect for them. I just couldn't do that job, and I know they get paid well. And a lot of people tend to think, oh, it's a great paycheck because they get paid very well out here. However, there's no way I could ever do that. I could just never shoot anybody. That's just not in my blood. Somebody has to have blood to do that. Will to do that. And I just can't do that.
Back in the 80s, I used to dress like Miami Vice, pink, shirt. Yeah, I didn't have the Ferrari because I was only like 16. I wish I did, But man, I had the white shoes,
Nice.
Oh yeah, the white. White
roll-up sleeves on a blazer.
Yeah,
I dig it.
The shades. Oh yeah, I bought me a fake Rolex. I think it was back then.
What?
And it was bling bling.
Did
man.
they have fake Rolexes
they
back
did,
then?
man. Yeah, it was like $5 back then. I don't know, but it looks good. Everyone's like, "Where you get that watch, man?" If they only knew it was a fake Rolex.
Well, they know now.
They know now. Well, it's too late now. All right. Now, tell me, what music do you listen when you're trying to get like in the zone, man?
Yeah, you're going to your sales calls.
Yeah.
What's the music you listen to get in the zone, man?
Besides cumbias.
If I want to get into the zone, I love to listen to indie music, indie rock. It sounds a lot like 80s music because I grew up, during the 80s. But something that really gets me going is like
They got indie rock?
Like electronic music mixed with like indie rock, and I like the trap music, the bass and drum, and it just pumps me. And sometimes I use it when I ride my bike, and I'll do 26 miles on my bike, and or when it puts me in a happy mood. So when I'm walking into that client's house, I'm like, the heat can't bother me, the house is a mess, it's not going to bother me. I am interested in sales.
Nice.
Even if they're already negative when I walk in, that's okay. I'll lighten up the room. I'm ready to go.
Do you like big bass or slow bass?
Slow bass?
Yeah, slow bass. When the boom boom in your car?
I thought you were talking about fishing.
Oh, bass. Hey.
I can listen to
my English kind of messed up too, so sometimes Dan got to correct me.
No, Angel likes that slow bass.
The slow bass.
Smallmouth.
I meant slow bass. You're right.
Well, I like it too. I like to. I'm a drum and bass type of guy.
Yeah.
So I like to hear some EDM when I go in a house, or kind of like a party music. Gets you all excited.
That's right.
Totally.
And what's your favorite guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I love to have some whiskey, and I love to watch 2.5 Men. That's my guilty pleasure.
Hey, you should see your friend down here, man. He just took a shot of Patron.
I am jealous.
He turned red. He's like,
I wasn't ready for that.
He wasn't ready.
Now, Ray, I'm sorry. I had something happen to me, but I have to back up for a minute. Did you say 2.5 Men?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's
that
keep going.
is a guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure.
Kudos for you, man.
What's your celebrity crush, Ray?
Celebrity crush would have to be Sarah Silverman. I remember a few weeks ago I went to the beach and I went into this bar and I was riding my beach springing bike, and I go into the bar, this cantina, and this girl sits right next to me, looks exactly like her. I even asked her, "Are you Sarah Silverman by any chance?" And she started laughing. She's like, "No." I'm like, she was with a wonderful crowd there, and they invited me to play cards with them, and I had fun with them. And that's what a salesman does. They can be chameleons and hang out with anybody.
That's right.
And they liked me so much that they were asking me to play cards with them. They're like, "Hey, we live right here on the boardwalk. If you want, you can come back, get drunk at our house and stay there." I'm like, "Oh, no, I gotta go, you know."
Dude, haven't you? I swear, I remember you having a crush on Sarah Silverman when we were in high school, dude.
Oh, wow.
What is wrong with you?
I actually did.
I remember that.
With those eyes and that black hair, oh yeah.
So the girl that you saw in the bar, does she actually have the Sarah Silverman kind of voice? You know, because you can recognize Sarah Silverman's voice anyway.
I got a big poster on my wall in my bedroom.
Oh my god!
So, yeah.
Come on. Okay.
That's cool.
All right.
You want to hear something cool, man?
What?
My celebrity crush has my name tattooed in her right shoulder.
Who?
That's crazy, ain't it?
Who?
It's Dua Lipa, the singer from England.
Who?
Dua Lipa. That's her name.
I don't know that one.
I'm going to have to show you.
I never heard of her.
Yeah,
So
Dua
on her
Lipa.
shoulder
Check it
she
out.
says Angel?
Well, check it out on YouTube. She sings with Sean Paul, man.
Okay.
They got a new hit single with Sean Paul. Yeah. Her name is Dua Lipa. Check her out. She got my name, Angel, tattooed on her right shoulder. So now I got an amazing celebrity crush, man. That's my celebrity crush.
You're so hip. I mean, you're so up on everything. So, Ray, listen.
Gotta keep up, man. Gotta keep up.
I think I know the answer to this, but
Yeah.
Corona or Tecate?
Tecate.
Oh, Corona.
Tecate.
Did I say it like a white guy?
Yeah, you said I'll go white guy. Tecate.
Do you like Tecate or Corona?
What's Tecate?
Corona. Okay.
What's Tecate?
Tecate.
It's Tecate, ese, Tecate.
Corona
Yeah.
or Tecate?
Corona.
Okay, Tecate.
So Corona, right?
No, dude.
Absolutely.
He said
You're a
Corona.
Corona guy?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
He said Corona.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big beer drinker, but if I'm gonna drink beer, I'll drink a Corona.
Okay.
There you go. Well, you're like me. We're cool on that. What about luxury car or low rider, SA?
Luxury car or lowrider?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I think Ray's drinking too.
Ray's thinking about this one.
So, luxury car, Ray, or lowrider?
It's got to be a luxury car. Since I used to work for Elon Musk's company, the Tesla.
Nice.
The P1000.
So
Nice.
The car's faster than lightning.
No more hydraulics. We understand. No
But
more
back in the
hydraulics.
days, dude, you guys used to bounce a little bit. I remember you guys had you and Robert were kind of cholos a little bit.
Yeah, we used to hang out. Like we grew up in the hood. We grew up in a city where there was cholos there, and they were gangsters, and they taught us how to be tough, and but when we came to Cabina, it got all washed down. I mean, it was just a completely different environment, and we were trying to adapt to that. So
Except for when I made you guys fight Troy Neely.
I did get a couple good hits on him, but I ended up with a black eye that day.
I actually instigated a fight with Ray and another guy.
Hey, you're really going to have to come our way because I want to hear more.
You did the same thing with Joaquin, and he was a cholo. Remember that?
I did. I made you guys fight. I don't know why I was like that. I was bored, I guess.
Man, you got some good history, man, so I want to hear more from you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, I know I'm hungry right now, but, talking about this next question, menudo or chicken noodle, Ray?
Menudo or chicken noodle?
I'm hungry right now. Menudo, right? I'm menudo, man, all the way.
Hungry, yes, menudo all day.
Yeah.
Not even a question.
I haven't eaten menudo in a while, man.
So,
I gotta get some
Ray,
menudo.
name one super gigantic goal that you plan on achieving here in the near future.
Gigante.
It's gotta be, if it's gigantic, I mean, I want to buy a house. That's a big house on a hill.
Which in LA is tough.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
like
absolutely.
400 down.
Oh, yeah.
As expensive as it is out here in LA, it's not not an easy task.
Yeah, of course.
But I think I've always wanted to open my own restaurant. That would be like my ultimate goal.
What kind of restaurant?
You know, I don't know. I think I want to have like a chicken wings place. Like I'm really good at making them really at barbecue them.
I hope you get menudo on chicken wings. I'll be the first one there.
So,
that's a great idea.
So you're not talking about for profit.
That's
you're
right.
not talking about for profit. You're talking about for tax write-off, right? Because the food margins are
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
so
you got to remember when you open a restaurant, it's a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
sure it is. Hey, we're gonna ask you one last question, Ray. And so we had white president, African American president, entrepreneur president. So if we had a Latino president, what do you think is gonna be his first 3 executive decisions?
I think that he would bring that wall down between Mexico and the United States.
All right.
I think that would be the first thing, and we got to understand that the Hispanic community. I mean, this country is made up of immigrants. It's a country that we welcome immigrants from everywhere else. They are the very stronghold of this country. This is what made this country. Latinos, Asians, people from Europe, from everywhere, from Haiti, everywhere. It's not just Latinos, but it's everybody that's here. I'm a firm believer in that, and I think that should be the first executive decision.
Okay, give me a second one.
The second one is keep those bars open till 4 in the morning.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm down with that, man. Oh yeah.
Okay, and the last one?
Can I get?
We're still working at that hour. They can drive me home.
I'll be like this. Can I get a margarita at 3:59, man? It's 3:59.
Okay, what's the third one, man? Executive decision. Executive decision. Wow. Free healthcare for everybody. Canada can do it. Why can't we do it?
Love it, baby.
Yeah. Gotta have healthcare.
Now, Ray, listen, we appreciate you having on. And before we leave, for our viewers right now that are listening to the interview and they're saying, I feel inspired. These are guys that have followed their passion. They've followed what their dream was and they've achieved it. And even though it was tough, they took a shot and got it. And they're thinking about maybe quitting the job. They're thinking about pulling the trigger and becoming entrepreneurs and kind of getting in the game. Any parting advice for our viewers?
Absolutely. If you feel like doing it, you got to do it. If you never do it, you'll never know unless you try. And the only way to do it is you got to execute that dream. If you have a dream, that dream will never materialize if you are just happy settling.
That's right.
You have to think outside of the box.
Absolutely.
I remember my marketing professor said, do you know what a paradigm is? I said, yeah, I know what a paradigm is. He goes, do you want to be a paradigm? I said, no, I don't want to be a paradigm. Then you have to think outside of the box. And go after those dreams.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I did. If I can do it, you can do it too.
Believe me, if Ray can do it, anyone can do it.
Awesome.
No, I'm kidding, Ray.
I failed many times and been told, go get a job.
Well,
many times. And people that didn't believe in me, you know what? That just fed my ego.
That's right.
That fed my drive.
You got to fail to success in the future. You got to learn.
Absolutely.
Well, that's great advice. We definitely don't want to live with regrets and saying, man, I wonder what would have happened if I would have launched that company, or I wonder what would have happened if I would have took a shot here or there. And, it's okay to fail. We've all failed. Most entrepreneurs have failed as much or more than they've succeeded. But it only takes that one great idea and a lot of hard work and a lot of due diligence to make it and really be able to live, that life that most people can't live. And Ray, you're certainly a great example of a guy that's done that. You've managed your fear well. You've really looked at your vision and you went after it despite opposition. And you're one of those guys that didn't give up and has now reaping the fruits. And we've really enjoyed having you on the show, man. And hope you'll come back, would you?
Thanks, Ray. I appreciate it.
Yeah, come back. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, we wish you the success in the future.
All right, well, listen, that's all we have for the Spangles Business Show. As always, my friend Angel, thank you so much. Ray,
you're welcome.
We want to see you back on the show, my man. And you have an invite anytime.
Let me know when you want me to be on the show again.
All right.
Okay, amigos.
Take care, and we'll see you next time.
Take care.
See you, buddy.
Bye.